just think, like you said, that unity, no bickering, no more beefs. Support. Support is free. That's one of the main things that I stress. I read a post where somebody was pretty much, hey man, nobody don't care about this, that, and the third, and this artist, that third, and I'm like, you say that, but once that person makes it, you know what I mean? Now what? And a lot of that stuff is free. Support is free. That don't cost a dime. It's 15 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. If somebody's out there doing something, support them. It shouldn't matter if they're, you know, well-known, lesser-known people. A lot of people used to mess with me, and I make comparisons to phones. Yeah, I rock a HTC. I like OnePlus. Everybody else has a Samsung. Everybody else has an Apple. I don't want that. Let's see what these other thing has to offer. Let's see if this is just as good as that one. You know what I mean? Let's bring these other things to the table, because you never know. Certain things have better features than the other one might have, or a different energy. And people like Nado, I met a lot of different people that do the same things that Dez does, and Dez is great at what he does. And I just hear his name and didn't never see the face until now. But I know this man is out here working. You know what I mean? And that's good. And I'm not even in Jacksonville when I hear his name, so that just says enough about him. So if we continue to support this man, this what we're doing now, it's little stuff, you know what I mean? And it doesn't take anything. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And I think everything else should be able to follow behind that.
Let me add something to you. Now, being born and raised here in the city, I have about 30 years in the music industry. And when the topic comes up that the artist here in Jacksonville is not getting support, it's kind of like a two-edged sword, because I come from an era where they didn't have ciphers, they didn't have TV shows and platforms. So what I'm looking at is a explosion in support from when we first started out. When you was talking about the cipher, the Barbarians Arena, they do the rap battles. That wasn't. I'm seeing a tremendous growth. And in my personal opinion, I think the biggest hangup in this city is people saying crab pot mentality. Because I strongly believe we have left that behind because events like this. We're together. We're not saying, well, I'm on the north side, so I ain't going to the south side, or not going to go to a south side event. We see this all the time. People are traveling from one side to another side. They're going, I'm coming from the south side to be here. Right. At one point in time, that was unheard of. Seriously. And to see this man, I got introduced to Nado when we did the Independent Artist Network showcase at Indo Exo. We brought 40 artists out that night because I got tired of hearing we don't support. So opposed to being a part of the problem, I chose to be a part of the solution. Right. And looking back at that, and then to see different artists that was a part of it branching out, exploding, I'm looking up to this man. And I seen his drive from a early part in his career. So if y'all could, in my opinion, if we stop saying crab pot mentality, we'll stop feeding that cancer, because we don't have that mentality right now. This is not what's being showed in the city.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is,
no, and it wasn't addressed to you. And
no.
It's more. It's a general conversation.
No. But what I'm saying is, sentiments of it does exist. Like, I've been in the industry. I ghost produce, and I've heard some things from certain DJs that's from here in other cities say things about our artists. But these same artists invest their money into them, and they don't get the same results as a Young Dro or somebody they did things for and they paid the same money.
Okay.
You get what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. I can see
That's
that.
not fair. If you're gonna take the same money, you should give them the same energy you giving these people too. Right is right.
True.
Wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, it's not your city. It's they city. You come from Duval, yeah, you got plugs and you're connected up here, but at the same time, watch your mouth because you don't know who else is from your city watching you say these things.
Right.
And that's
Good
my
point.
point. If I've seen it, imagine if I wasn't there what he done said about other people, but I don't have to say any names. But my point is, support is support. If you're gonna be out of town and be amongst other people, hey, we got such and such, such and such, such and such. Hey, let's put them on this. Let's put them on that. That's not enough of that going around.
That's fair.
That's just me. That's personal experience. It's not me downing certain things. It's just personal experience and me seeing stuff. I don't say it all the time, but I see it, and it's not right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I'm out here and I'm doing my thing, hey man, you need to go holler at Des about this. He does that. He with CW, this, that, and third. It's word of mouth. Word of mouth is way more powerful. That's real support. You get what I'm saying? She told me about my song. Another person's telling me about my song, about how good it is, this, that, and third. Word of mouth is a very powerful thing. And like I said, that's free. That's free. And I see the growth. But at the same time, we all got to show that love.
I'm saying it's a lot of people, y'all haven't connected really. What are we going to do to try to connect? Even just past the artists, but how are we going to affect the bigger picture? We all know what the bigger picture is.
What's the bigger picture?
It's more than it's even deeper than a crab pot. It's inspiring you as an individual to get up and do something, and you as an individual to get up. Do you understand what I'm saying? What we need to be able to put the fire in each individual, because coming together conservatively is kind of difficult, because I mean social media is out there, but everybody just wants to hide behind their phones, and behind the camera.
And
here, that's what I'm trying to do is bring it to to bring it forth. We got to speak about more.
We need more coming together like this.
Yes.
Like when I said the collective, coming together as a collective, I don't think we shouldn't put it on, the city, because they're going to follow what's successful. We got to focus on becoming successful ourselves.
Yes.
And you don't need everybody. You just need a small group of dedicated, like-minded individuals.
Yes, exactly.
And you don't trust me. You can't even imagine how successful that could be. Just a small group of maybe 10, 15 successful entrepreneurs like this, doing this on a consistent basis, because that's what Jacksonville hates, inconsistency.
Yes.
Doing this on a consistent basis, seeing 20 other people come, and then 40 people come, and then 60 people come. You just have to iron out the foundational operations behind it, the business plan, the marketing plan. A lot of these artists wouldn't know how to create a business plan if somebody told them every day for 60 days. They wouldn't know how to do it. So we gotta put that as a priority. Being more business minded as artists, not just talent.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got to iron out that business mentality.
Yes.
And then kind of like concrete. I almost thought that word. I want to create a word real quick. Concretize that business plan in our heads. Prioritize that. There you go. Solidify. There we go. Solidify that, rather than, getting up thinking I'm gonna record 50 songs and then put it out, and then nobody likes it, nobody shares it, download it.
Exactly.
Nah, your business plan messed up.
Okay.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's simple business.
Okay.
And we gotta iron that out as a collective.
Yes.
Still sharpen steel.
That's one thing that the conference does. It teaches the artists BDS, getting all your stuff copywritten, protected. Like I heard the last week when we had Gene up here, how that one song was really good, but they didn't have the paperwork right, so they didn't really get properly paid for their stuff. Not only that though, is these DJs really sit down and talk to you about how, hey man, look, talk to me. Let's sit down, let's have a conversation, let's have lunch, let's talk about your vision, let's do this, how to approach them, instead of just handing them a CD and hauling butt. You know what I mean? and just building your relationships with these DJs, and it's like a whole weekend. It's a whole weekend. You get to rub shoulders with a lot of different DJs. They have mixtapes that they want artists on, so it's really big. And, you know, that's a small step as well. You know, just by all of us being there as a collective.
As far as using these platforms, like a good example would be all of us kind of like using our part, meeting behind closed doors, seeing how we can make that as big as possible as a group and staying collectivized on that. Like I can be sharing that on my TV platform. Bro can be out there hustling, however you hustle on your platforms. We could use this platform as an artist to bring some fleet DJs down and, you know what I'm saying, themselves, see how we rock. And that's going to make them stick around and invest more into this market, which is in turn going to help us out.
Right here in the city. We got one right here in the city, and it's right here, Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa.
Absolutely.
We all over, but we meet every Monday, so we'll get up. I'll make sure we share that information and come over one Monday. We sit down, hang out, and you meet the guys.
Because, what was that? Okay. Well, shoot, now 2 minutes. Do you have anything?
Oh, my goodness. I just want to say that was really interesting for myself. I know that I'm not a quite as great artist as the fellow people on the panel, but me and my crew, we dibbled and dabbled in the rap game at one time, and I know, like, just some of the information you guys have shared here was a lot of things that I personally, like, read in books. Like back in my day, the old days, you know, you had the Jack the Rapper convention, and that was the big thing to get to. We got to get the Jack the Rapper, bro. We got to get down there and make the connections and this. And the game has changed so much with social media and different things, and it's just so many different pathways to what artists are trying to do. You know, I've seen it go from everybody wanting a deal to nobody wanting a deal. Everybody wanted the 50-50 and the sign artists under them and the independents. And
I got to start my own label.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, it was just very informative for me, and I was just proud that all you gentlemen shared your knowledge. And I think that's one of the things that we need. We need people to stop, crabbing on the knowledge and share it, man. Don't be scared that if a dude from the west side, oh man, I don't run with those boys, so I ain't trying to listen to that, you know, dude.
The day of that is gone. Are we coming together to get this bread or what?
Yes, exactly.
And the spread.
Like I heard Gucci the other day talking about, he was like, that was one of the things when Thug was out there and Thug was really in the street. He was like, nobody ain't want to deal with Thug. He coming to the studio scrapped up. I remember that was one of the conversations you had with me, like, man, y'all got dudes coming over there to the studio with bullets and guns out, and unfortunately you got to connect. You got some characters, but they might have talent. They might be searching for a way out of those streets.
Don't always be scared of the black man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
No, well, thank you, Des Nado, for coming out and joining the panel. We will have Uncle Nard of Talkin Trees coming up next with his interview.
Yes,
and please stick around for the upcoming sports talk section. So thank you again, Des Nado, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
All right. One more shout out.
A shout out to the whole crew for Live from New Jack City. Big shout out to AOM Management, man. He's one of the hardest working individuals I know. He's out there getting footage right now for our TV series. Capture the moment photography. It's too many people to name individually, but I will say meet me at 1904 Music Hall. It's my birthday, December 8th.
That's what's up.
7 p.m. right after the Jaguars win. They're going to beat the Chargers.
Okay.
I'm calling right now. Yeah. So Sunday, December 8th, I'll be right there. And I need y'all to get that pre-sale too. My album, everything on the album is influenced by the 90s. It's called Logophilia, the 90s tape. So it's a everybody doing 90s influenced music now. So why not do an album, a whole album?
Okay.
And let me throw this out. You're welcome to come back and do a showcase here on the show. We're going to be starting that part in a platform for artists coming on and opening up. You know how like The Roots does for like Jimmy Fallon. This is a talk show. So we're going to have music, yes. So when it opens up, I want live music, a couple of little songs. So please come back. Please come back and join us. Thank you.
Where you from?